Whoa! Hey guys, what is going on, Bukulski? I'm here today. Guys, we are going to be reviewing Black Ops 4 about 8 months into its life cycle. And usually I do enjoy every single COD title, and that does include Infinite Warfare. And if you want to go see where that ranked in my Call of Duty top 5 underrated titles, a link to that is in the description below. And Black Ops 4 actually ranked in that as well. And we're going to be reviewing whether it actually deserved its placement there. If you haven't seen that video, remember, link is in the description below. But yeah, so I have 3 main issues with Black Ops 4, and we're going to be jumping right into it. And the first one is the specialist balancing. So it's kind of the elephant in the room, really, where basically it's just the specialists. Like, some of them are a lot more powerful than others, and I would argue that some of them are actually overpowered, really, and some of them are quite underpowered. And the thing is that specialists in Black Ops 3, they actually had more of a balance to them. You could choose between, like, a specialist ability or weapon, and the weapon that you got, it had its balance. Like, you used it for a period of time, and that's it, really. And, like, unlike some specialists in this game, there's stuff like barricades that you place down, where you can actually be on the defensive and on the offensive at the same time because of its guardian ability, with like the barricade being able to protect you. And yeah, you also have like the razor wires, which is like specialist equipment, where it would take up, instead of having a combat axe or a frag grenade, that's where you would have like specialist equipment as well. And like, it feels that like specialist it's just a bit overwhelming, really. There is kind of like, it's out of control essentially, really. And if you compare that with something like Crash, who has like 50% more health and ammo crates, which is significantly less powerful, and like it's arguably less like teamwork effective than like using torque for a barricade, like where a barricade can just, like, you know, a teammate could use that to defend himself and stuff like that, really. And like, you know, you can communicate and like where you can place barricades and stuff, and you can see in these clips here where, like, you know, there's just barricades being placed everywhere. And in that kill cam, you saw that a razor wire was actually placed down, which wasn't there in my previous life. And yeah, so generally, like, specialists just don't seem to have that much balancing, I feel. In this clip, what you're seeing right now is, like, basically, I feel that, like, the timer, so that you can actually charge up your specialists, Crash is actually slower than like some other specialists, and I decided to test this alongside with Zero. So in the top left, what you're seeing is Crash, and in the bottom right, what you're seeing is Zero being charged up. And before the game started, I decided I will have all of this uncut, so that you can see that both specialists are being charged up at the same time, at the same speed. And yeah, I decided to speed both of the clips up at the same speed, so that you guys can see it is, like, you know, a fair test of it, really. And you know, so that you guys don't have to watch like a massive long clip. And it's insane to see that Crash actually takes longer than Zero to charge up, and Zero is ridiculously powerful, where she can just take over kill streaks, and some of the strongest kill streaks in the game. And you know, and that turns out to be stronger than Crash. Like, and Crash is quite underpowered, really, and you only get like 50% more health, which is like literally 2 shots and like Crash is gone essentially. And like, even like if Crash had like a quicker time, then it's not really enough for it to be like as strong as the other specialists. And I actually have a timestamp for both of these specialists. And what you're seeing now, Crash took from the start of the game to 26 minutes and 23 seconds with a time of 3 minutes and 36 seconds to charge. Now, if you compare that to Zero, Zero takes 18 seconds less time to charge. And if you guys don't believe me, you can go check it out for yourself and then come back and subscribe to my channel. But no, but yeah, essentially Zero, for whatever reason, like, I don't understand like why some specialists like are taking quicker to charge than others, but I feel that that should be the same amount of time, to be honest. And for whatever reason, I don't know, I just don't understand it. And Yeah, so it's quite evident, really. Even in that clip there, gravity spikes, like, they are a lot more powerful, really. And, you know, Crash is quite, underpowered, if you ask me. And I think that a way to improve that would be to have, like, it'd be to, like, have Crash, like, either have increased health, whether it be, like, more health than just 50 plus health, like, maybe have a bit more than that, because it'll only take 2 shots, really, and it's not really that much, really. So either more shots than 2 shots to take out Crash, or maybe even have something like, maybe have, like, Crash give out, like, Juggernaut suits or something like that. Like, maybe not have, like, the Juggernauts very powerful, but somewhat powerful. Like, I think something like Ghost, like, represented, like, the powerfulness of, like, Juggernauts quite well. But yeah, so that's kind of, like, really how I would solve that problem. And yeah, so that's kind of like my way of solving that. But now, the next one is the new Dropshot. Now, what on earth is the new Dropshot? Like, Coolski, there is no such thing as dropshotting in this game. Like, you know, they solved that, and you can dropshot if you want by equipping some sort of attachment. I'm not really too sure what it is. But the problem with dropshotting, check out that clip just there, what you've just seen. That guy jumpshotting, and I have many more clips of, like, where people have been jumpshotting. And jumpshotting is essentially the new dropshot, where people would, like, they would tend to jump out the way, and jumping is insanely powerful on here. Like, people can jump very high in this game, and there isn't, like, a decrease in jumping if you were to jump instantly after that as well. But jumping essentially is just way too powerful, if you ask me. And, like, you know, people tend to use that to their advantage by dodging bullets. And check out this clip here, which Dungeon had put out on Twitter. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description below. But as you can see there, he relied so much on jump shotting to take out Dungeon there. So I feel it's just quite powerful, really. And I think a way to fix that would just to be copy and paste jumping from previous CODs, really, and make it so you have to, like, recover like you do with sprinting. So yeah, but anyways, taking a look at equipment is basically, like, I understand, like, why charging equipment is needed so that you don't, like, spam equipment, but stuff like combat axes, like, I feel that it should have, like, less of a charge up time, even with the equipment charge. And also, I feel that the combat axe registration, it really needs an improvement, because I don't know, like, you should go try it out otherwise, but the combat axe registration, it really does need improvement. I mean, fortunately, what you're seeing here is some good example of, like, where the registration actually does work. But have a look, like, try out the combat axes in Black Ops 4, and you'll see how bad the registration can be, where it can sometimes go through players and stuff. So I feel that that's where they should try and fix that, really. And I feel that maybe Scavenger should also be used to, like, replenish axes, but again, that could result in, like, spamming of equipment. But, yeah, so I kind of do understand, like, what they've done, really, but I think a few tweaks could have been done there, in my opinion, but I don't really make the game, so, you know, that's just my opinion. And, yeah, but, so, I mean, like, I do understand, really, like, why they've done that, but, those are kind of really the main 3 things that have let Black Ops 4 down for me. But as you can see in this clip here, this clip was on bare bones, and I think there are some factors of Black Ops 4 which I think I really do enjoy, and what has saved it for me and why I enjoy it as much as I do. And that is that basically, a while ago, they actually took the travel paths out of kill cams. Like, this is a clip here, which is, like, one of the first ever cross maps, if not the first on Gridlock. And, yeah, and, well, it actually does have travel path, but they took it out quite early into the Black Ops 4 life cycle, and they put it back in, like, quite recently, like, as I'm recording this, maybe about 2 weeks ago or something like that. But, yeah, the travel paths, like, in kill cams, like, it makes it a lot more, like, you know, more generic Call of Duties, and, like, it's just more enjoyable, really. And I think Bare Bones also saves it, just to make it more like a typical COD title, like, you know, just to make it a bit more like the traditional title. That's the word that I'm after. It makes it more traditional to have bare bones in there, and if they keep that in there, I can generally enjoy Black Ops 4 for quite a long time, really. But I think that is everything apart from going back to equipment, like maybe like specialist equipment. It should probably charge up a lot more, like, slower than, like, what it does do. And, I mean, I know having equipment charge on, I know it actually does take slower than, like, regular equipment to charge, I think. But maybe a bit more slower, really, because it is ridiculously powerful, some of the specialist equipment. But, I think that is everything, really. And, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed, and I do enjoy Black Ops 4, but there are some factors which is kind of like what's let it down, but it's still a pretty good COD title nevertheless, really. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to make more, like, you know, videos, like, as well as Unbelievable Throwing Knife, but try some different content, some different COD content, just to spice things up a bit. Like, I'll probably do more feeding highlights, because I know you guys quite enjoyed that last time, and I hope to do more of that kind of stuff, really, and maybe more of these videos if you guys enjoy them. But if you guys want more of these, you really are going to have to let me know by leaving a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new to let me know. But other than that, guys, that is about it, really. And I have enjoyed Black Ops 4 so far, and I can't wait to see what else they do in the future of this game. But other than that, guys, I think that's going to do it then. So I hope you enjoyed this video and stuff, and I'll see you guys later on. Stay cool, guys. Peace! And subscribe. See you guys.
Just a million times, breaking it off, put the feeling on ice. She's cold as December.